Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, this is Nick Flanagan Weekly. Thank you for coming to this adventure. Okay, the microphone should be... All right, well, that will have to do. No, that will not do. All right, this will do. I like it better anyway. So, how are you doing today? I'm just fine and dandy, thank you. Having a nice time. Accomplished many of my goals while barely leaving the house. Excuse me for that. This is what I want. Just to be that Howard Hughes type of figure at home with his finger on the nuclear button, getting shiz done. I want to be a man who is known on my tombstone. I wanted to say that he got shiz done. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling a little extra today. I don't know what it is. These last few days, I've had a little more pep in my step, a little more hog in my jog, a little more Prague in my map of Europe. I don't know. I think it comes back to the fact that I was at the coffee shop on Saturday. I was taking care of these dogs in a house where there was the coffee shop that it was near is not your typical coffee shop. It's not one of these new school barista artisanal ones, but it's also not your Dunkin' Donuts, Tim Hortons run-of-the-mill thing. It's called Jet Fuel Cafe. I'll name the place. It's called Jet Fuel Cafe. It's been in Toronto for years. It was like a place bike couriers went to. It was gentrification before gentrification was even considered gentrification in the 1990s or so is when it started. And their coffee, I don't know what's in there. Cocaine? Possibly cocaine. And yeah, I had a cup of it 2 days in a row, and I've just felt like been to the moon, Alice, and back. I feel like I've been the Tonight video, a trip to the moon, all that stuff. Smashing Pumpkins references. Still going to drop them. Everyone's talking about them. I did cover Smashing Pumpkins in the last podcast, so I'm not going to continue with that. But I will say I just watched What is America, and this is a shout out to Harris. Harris sent me an email saying, please keep talking about What is America, because I don't have Showtime, so I'd love to know what's going on with it. And yes, I am now watching What is America every week, so I might as well talk about it. Sacha Baron Cohen's What is America, with an all-white dude writing cast. Whatever, writing cast, okay. And very intentionally, seemingly so. It is an ugly show for an ugly time, and I am all in as an ugly guy internally. We're all ugly inside, but ugliness is beautiful. Yeah, What is America? This week was not as good as last week. That's what I have to say. Two of the characters were just not my favorite characters. The British convict, I am so take it or leave it with that guy. And the Italian dude, I don't really feel that much about that. Plus the guys they were shooting were the creators of rapgenius.com, and I feel like they were probably in on the joke. So those two were kind of wiffle balls for me. And trust me, I understand it's hard to produce content. If I were picture me in the writing room for What is America, I'd be like, maybe there should be something where you're dressed like Dave Seville, right? From the Chipmunks, right? Dave Seville, the owner of the Chipmunks, and you've got the three real chipmunks with you, and you're trying to convince people, like you say, actually, they should really let me do a prank show where I make somebody pretend to be Dave from the Chipmunks and to have these real chipmunks singing. Oh, they should let me do that. Okay. Yeah, so that was followed up by their celebrity gets, as they always seem to do. How did they do that? ones. In this case, it was Corey Lewandowski, who is, I believe, the head organizer of the Trump election campaign, or for a time, the campaign manager, and then Sheriff David Clark, who is not a good person, and he seems crazy. Although he had almost that psychosis that when it's on television seems cuddly. I can't really explain it much better, but both of them were okay. Neither of them really did anything too crazy or took the bait too hard. So overall, those two were fine. The David Clark segment was funnier, but both of those segments kind of just sat there the same way that the Roy Moore one did, where he just kind of idea of where it was going early on, and it was still funny that it was happening, but it was not anything too amazing. So yeah, I was a little disappointed by the famous people, or whatever you would call those people that he got, although he did trick them, and that's still crazy that he's tricking them with these characters. And then the best character, the Mossad guy, Iran, he came in and he interviewed this NRA lobbyist. Didn't interview him, but he did this sort of training segment with the NRA lobbyist. That was pretty funny, mostly for the part where they were just shouting at each other. And he said, "What's your favorite book?" He says, what do you do to pass the time, to relax? He says, "I like to read a good book." "What do you read?" "Tom Clancy." "Why do you like it?" "Getting inside the characters." I thought when he said getting inside the characters, that was funny. And yeah, that's my What is America recap. I don't know. The fact it's not super funny, the fact it's kind of scary, the fact sometimes you just want to use your phone and Google other things when you're watching it, it's emblematic of the time we live in, my friends. That's where we're at. We don't deserve high-end comedy. We deserve punishment. On yesterday's episode, I was talking about everyone being mad at Donald Trump all the time as the singular representation of all that is wrong, whereas clearly everybody he works with is very broken. Everyone involved in that entire thing is just a crazy character, a real character. And I think it was because Kimmel had given Kanye this hard time about liking Trump. And I thought to myself, well, why is everyone giving, especially about separating children, when you read what Democrats are saying, most of them are not saying, close these facilities, get these kids out of there. They say, we need better supervision. And it's like, we should be hating these people. I mean, Trump's whole thing is he used that snake analogy through his entire campaign. I was a snake when I bit you, when you saved me. So he's always been someone promising to do these terrible things. He's following through. But a lot of Democrats want to seem like they have moral high ground, and yet they want to keep this status quo that is harming the poor. And I know what you're thinking. Is this a man of privilege talking about the poor? No, I'm very hard luck. Very hard luck. Oh, the luck I've had, it's all hard. It's all so hard. Life is so hard. Well, I feel like we just ran through this, and I feel good. I'm either going to keep this and use this as the podcast or upload a whole other one for tomorrow. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good night.